Peace and love, family. Peace and love. That's acting crazy. I need another retwist, but whatever. I just wanted to come on here to. I'll wait until a few people get in the room. Then I'll get into it. Finish eating my banana. Hey, Brian. Okay. I just wanted to give a quick tip on how to deal with family and friends that don't respect your path whenever you're going through your spiritual awakening. I'm gonna say I want to differentiate um, being on a conscious path and being on your spiritual awakening path. Two totally different things. So how to deal with family and friends when they don't respect your path. Easy. You don't. You don't. I mean, I'm not saying to stop loving them and not be around them anymore. I will say to love them from afar if you have to. I'm a Leo. Yeah, love them from afar if you have to. If they don't respect your path or your way of living or your way of thinking enough, then yeah, you just have to love them from afar. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens whenever you go through your spiritual awakening, your whole way of living changes. You know what I'm saying? Like at least it should. If it's not, then I'm gonna say that you ain't doing something right. But your whole way of living changes. The way that the things that you consume, not only mentally but physically. You know what I'm saying? They change. Yes, you got to teach people how to treat you. Exactly. And it all boils down to love and respect. You know what I'm saying? And if someone can't love and respect you enough to respect your path and your way of living, then love them from afar. You can't continue being around people who are going to want to push what they think you should be doing on you. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to keep into consideration that whenever you come into your spiritual awakening, you now become basically foreign. You're like a new person. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They find it really hard to understand that you're not the same person that you once were. Like, yeah, you still have the same physical body, you still look the same, but you don't think the same, you don't act the same, you don't do the same things, you literally go through an entire like 360. Everything about you like changes, like even like this shit just changes. Like I love it. I love my spiritual awakening. You know what I'm saying? I love not being the same person that I was, not having the same thought process that I had. You know what I'm saying? With just sleepwalking. That's what a lot of people do. And whenever you have your spiritual awakening, they're like, whoa. Some of them might even call you crazy. They might say the way that you think is crazy. And I mean that's normal. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. Don't treat them differently just because they treat you differently. You know what I'm saying? Because then that makes you just like them. You know what I'm saying? After a while they'll realize that what you're doing is what they're supposed to be doing. They'll like see the light within you coming out and they'll actually want to come and be around you. Once you pull yourself away, they'll follow, basically. But don't push your new way of living and peace, Marquis. Don't push your new way of living and your new way of thinking and your new way of being onto them. You know what I'm saying? Just how you don't want your family and your friends to push their old ways, which were also, well, their current ways, which were your old ways. You don't want them to push that onto you, and you want them to respect your new path and everything like that. You have to show them the same respect as well. Don't push your new way of living onto them, because all that does is just push them away from you and push you away from them. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop being pushy ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? To tag you on today's show. You can still tag me, Marquis. You can still tag me. You know what I'm saying? The day isn't gone yet. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that on the topic, was on how to deal with family and friends who don't respect your path. If it all boils down to it and it comes down to it, you don't deal with them at all. You know what I'm saying? You have to force them to respect you. And if they don't want to respect your new way of living, then hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I was inspired to make this video because I was gonna go take the vegetarian path, you know what I'm saying? Still consume some meat in my diet. But after watching that fucking documentary, Earthlings, today, bro, I ain't eating that shit no more. I ain't eating meat no more, period, at all. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, so I guess it would be taking the vegan path. I'm not gonna label myself vegan or vegetarian or anything like that, because that's just an attachment. So y'all know I don't deal with attachments. But anyways, whenever I was going through my going along my 7-day vegan challenge, it wasn't challenging for me to abstain from eating meat. What was more challenging was um, other people's thoughts, other people who were around me, the way that they thought about what I was doing. They the whole, oh, you need meat because you need your protein type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And eating it around you, offering it to you, you know what I'm saying? Just doing silly shit, just because of the way that they think. You know what I'm saying? That was the most challenging thing for me. Not eating meat for a week wasn't challenging at all. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed it. But I guess the best way to tell people, or to let people know that you're serious, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, cut the middleman out and go to the source. Like, where does the animal get its protein? You know what I'm saying? But I guess a good example that you could give people, they ask, why aren't you coming around anymore? Come to the barbecue and shit like that. Like, I was like thinking to myself earlier, I'm like, a recovering alcoholic doesn't go and sit around alcoholics for the simple fact that they don't drink anymore. You know what I'm saying? And people who respect them, they're not going to drink around them because they have that much respect and love for them. You know what I'm saying? A recovering heroin addict isn't going to go and be around heroin addicts because they are recovering. You know what I'm saying? And those people just ain't going to come around them, period. I don't think, or whatever. Like, their family isn't going to come and be like, hey man, take some heroin. You know what I'm saying? They will respect them enough to not be around them. So I feel like people who are trying to abstain from meat, they should be given the same respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't come and try to say, hey, eat this piece of chicken because you need it. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's basically a drug. It really is. And it like really like hinders your life. It really does. It like cuts it in half. It leads to different diseases, and it just leads to different ailments in the body. So if someone doesn't love themselves enough to not eat it, then I'm not gonna say treat them differently. I mean, you can try to educate them on it, but if they don't want the education about it, then just let it be, because you don't want to become a forceful person like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to say. Peace and love. Catch y'all next time.